If it's what I want to do.
Hello, what a minute, nice to meet you. Got some questions I'm wondering, can you answer like...
What's up YouTube, Dan here, and welcome to my next gen career mode. This is episode number 1 of my Schalke career mode, and it's going to be an absolutely amazing career mode. And finally, this is my next gen career mode. Finally I can bring you next gen content as well. And first of all, we are going to start a new career mode with Schalke. So there you can see we've actually got a 30% increase on my transfer budget, bringing it up to around about 12 million. But here it is, Schalke. You can see a team in a kind of brief there, but you can see we've got 8.5 million and a weekly wages of 1.1 million. And here it is, we're on match difficulty of legendary, 4 minutes and lenient 85%, wherever that is, board difficulty. And you can see we're actually going into our Champions Cup group, and you can see we've actually got Benfica, CSK Moscow. We're actually going to swap over Anderlecht from the Belgium League and swap them over with Atletico Madrid, making it a bit harder and making the series a bit more interesting. So my goal for this first season is kind of to get into the top 4. I know that Schalke this season are only 6th, I do believe, as I do follow the Bundesliga, so I want to kind of make them the team they used to be. And I kind of know they've kind of dropped off slightly in the last couple of years, and my plan is to kind of make them the best team and hopefully beat Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund to win the title in the coming seasons. So first of all, here is a kind of squad report, kind of looking at the players, like a brief look at the players, kind of seeing if they're good or not, and if we need any potential replacements. But in the comment section below, I want you guys to leave your ideas for players you want me to buy in this series. But for me, it's probably getting a new striker, because my striker I'm going to talk about in a moment, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, 84 rated, the highest rated player in the team. Feels like he's not too good, but I will talk about him in a moment. So here's my back 4 plus a goalie. So first of all, we do actually have Hildebred. Actually got a couple of goalkeeping options, but for me the highest rated is the best for me, and he has actually got decent stats as well. So into our back 4 we got Ushida, Howardez, Felipe Santana and Iogo. On the bench we've actually got Papadopoulos, and then we've also got, what's his name, Matic or Mapic, I do believe, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And we've actually got a lot of good centre backs, so for me it's not going to really, in this transfer window, not going to go for any centre backs or in general defenders or goalkeepers. So we're actually going to look at Felipe Santana, gone down a little bit since FIFA 13, but still should be overpowered, and that's what I do love about him. He's going to be so OP, it's going to be so hard to get past him. But onto our left back here, I do believe he's actually on loan from Chelsea, Iogo, I do believe it's pronounced. We've also got a guy called Fox on the bench, and he's actually rated 75 with a long throw as well, which is really effective on this game. But for now we'll actually use Iogo. So onto our midfielders now. So first of all we've got Jermaine Jones, a player that I used to use on FIFA 13 a lot, but on FIFA 14 the hype around him is kind of gone, because I remember he used to have an amazing long shot, but for me he's not as good as he was, but still a solid DM on career mode. And also next to him we've got this guy called Nusander. He's actually got low attacking work rate and medium, or let's have a look, high defensive work rate, and for me that's really good. I want 2 DMs who are really good in defense as well, who can kind of cover the back 4 as well, which is, I really like that about my DMs. So on to the more exciting part of the pitch now. First of all we got our right midfield here, Jefferson Farfan, sorry, my mistake, got him mixed up with Jermaine Jones. But yeah, he's actually rated 83. His stats are absolutely insane. He's got, I think, around about 90 pace, 4-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, and still around about 26, 27 as well, which is really good for him. And on to probably the cover star of Schalke for now, it's going to be Julian Draxler here, and I know I'm going to get a lot of offers for him in this next transfer window, but he is going to be one of my favourite players to use. He's going to be absolutely insane. I did actually think about getting him in my Real Madrid career mode, but I thought I'd save him for this career mode, as I knew I'd definitely do Schalke. Look at that, 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. He can play as a left mid, a right mid and a cam as well. So onto our cam. Speaking of cams, you can see we've got KPB, or Kevin Prince Boateng. You see 26 years old, recently moved from AC Milan as well, 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. I can play basically everywhere on the pitch. He can play like centre mid, he can play cam, he can play on the wing, he can play up front even as well, which is really good for him. And look at those stats as well, so balanced. That's what I really do love about him. So on to kind of like the more controversial part of the pitch. It's going to be Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. You can see here, a striker, 84 rated. I don't know what to say about him. He's just, I don't think he's as good as he looks. He's 84 rated, and that's pretty good, but no one seems to use him on the Ultimate Team. No one seems to buy him on their career mode as well, so I just think I'm going to avoid him, see how well he does in this first part of the season, but if I want to make any changes, I'll make them in January. So onto the bench now, you see a couple of alternatives for players. You've got Papadopoulos, players like Mapic as well, and you've got Goretzka, Maximilian Meyer, Obasi, those kind of players. A lot of options on the bench, a lot of young youth in this team as well. That's what I do love about this team. A lot of you guys were kind of telling me how good this team was, and that's why I chose Schalke. So our first offer of the transfer window comes from Atalanta, I do believe, and it's for Papadopoulos. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, it's Kyriakos. but I actually decided to actually counter offer for around about 20 million, and that kind of shows that I don't really want to sell him. So I'm actually going to keep hold of him. I want to keep as many centre backs for now as possible, and moving on to our objectives for the season. So first of all, in the Champions League, they want me to reach the quarterfinals. I believe that's possible as I have a look at my group. I've got Benfica, Atletico Madrid, and another team I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think that's possible. I think we've got a strong enough team to get through to the next round. And also moving on to the league objective now, they want me to qualify for the Euro League, and as I said earlier in the episode, I do actually want to get into the top 4 and hopefully even beat teams like Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen. But this is going to be a really interesting series, kind of taking a step down, as a lot of you guys have been saying, to maybe go to a lower team like 4.5 stars as this team is, and kind of take away from the fact that I've been using Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, those high quality teams, and finally it's time to move on to a bit of a lower quality team in the name of Schalke. So it's going to be a really interesting series. I'm going to try and bring them to glory, try and get them into the Champions League, and hopefully win the Champions League in the coming seasons. So on to the hunt for a new striker. So I decided at this point to maybe go for a new striker, because I know Huntelaar is alright, but I've got no kind of backup options. So say I'm losing, I need a new striker. Huntelaar's not doing the job, I do need a new striker. So I was having a look at some cheaper strikers, not going for obviously Balotelli or Diego Costa. We're going to take a step down and look at players like these players like Christian Benteke, Lukaku. I was having a look at, maybe not go for Lukaku, and players like that, and also Jackson Martinez as well from Porto. Maybe go for him, but we'll have to see how much these clubs want for him. So also we had a look at Rodrigo a couple of weeks ago before I got next gen. I was kind of having a play around with Benfica, because they were one of the teams I wanted to do for next gen, and Rodrigo looks like a decent player, but maybe I'll go for him. He is quite pricey, as he is one of the hot players in Spain at the moment. So Benfica, a Spanish international. It looks like a really good player. Going to just ask my scout to actually scout him for now and see how much they want for him, because if he's cheap, I'll definitely go and get him, because he's actually not too small and he's pacey. He's got good in the air, and he's also got good agility and good reactions, that kind of thing, and that's what we want in a striker. So they indicated they want 10 million. That is absolutely insane. So I decided to actually offer 6.5 million after previously offering around about 4.5 million. I actually bumped up to around about 6.5 million, and in the end they actually accepted that. So this is the part we actually offered them a contract, and actually offered him 50,000 and an important first team player, and 4 years on the end of his contract. So that's a really good offer, and there is our first signing of the new transfer window. We do get Rodrigo from Benfica, 22 years old, 8 million, and that is a bargain. 6.5 million, that is going to be absolutely insane, and I guarantee you guys he will score bucket loads. He'll be absolutely amazing for this team, and for now he'll be on the bench, but when Huntelaar maybe has a bad game, he will come on, hopefully score a hat-trick, then they'll be all done for now. But if you guys have enjoyed this first episode, I really appreciate a like. That'd be amazing. Could we reach maybe 75 likes? That'd be absolutely insane. I really appreciate that. But if you guys have enjoyed, remember to subscribe if you aren't already, and you can also watch my previous video, which was probably my Schalke career mode trailer or something like that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.